Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 10 multiplayer. So, in the last episode we did a load of bees and, well, we didn't finish them off, but I have done them between episodes. I got rid of my auto trader for sticks for emeralds because it was draining our sticks. And we need sticks for like a ton of recipes and it was just getting annoying having to go and make like a bunch because it would drain all of the wood as well and all the planks and stuff that we were doing, so it's kind of annoying. We would keep up. It would be all fine. It was just we had to, like, keep messing with it. So, anyway, over here, the only bee that I didn't have last episode was the slimy bee, which I've got right here. Yeah, we got that now. The slimy bee... Is that slime? That's emerald. Okay. The slimy bee you get from a slime nest. So you get a block of slime and then you put it down in a swamp biome. But you have to like stab it with a iron sword first. So slimy bee comes from slimy nest. So there you go. Block of slime, iron sword. Stick it in a swamp biome and you can get yourself... I think you have to... Yeah, use some honey treats on it and get some slimy bees from that. But I traded with Ace on the server. So I traded for a max stat iron bee, and then I didn't get a max stat slime bee, but I made it max stat. We used the baby upgrade. Now this is interesting. I used the baby upgrade on my ancient bees as well. So have I still got it on me? Wait, baby, yeah. When installed in a hive, it gives a chance for new baby bees to be spawned from the hive every time honey is delivered. The type of bee is based on which bee are present in the hive. This does not work with bees that cannot breed amongst themselves. Multiple upgrades can be installed for a greater chance. So I basically used this on my one ancient bee that I had. I did not have netherite. I didn't have all of the netherite I needed. I was in the nether for ages having a go at those ancient knights for a while. I was having a go at them. And... for some reason, I only got 2 of these blocks of netherite. So I used one to convert one of the diamond bees. And then I used a baby upgrade in here like this. And we got a second ancient bee. And then I grew that one up and then we bred the 2 together. And we got 5 ancient bees. So that's basically how I was doing it. I also put my draconic bees in here and I max statted them again. And I waited for them to give me some of the draconic dust. Draconic dust, this stuff. And you use this to breed the draconic bees together. So I used 2 of them to get me the draconic dust. Took them both out. Used the draconic dust to get 3 more. So that's basically all I did right there. You'll notice as well, I've got some powered centrifuges in the floor right here. And those have got cable underneath. So if I grab this one, oh, I've done a little bit with the thermos down there. I've added an extra set of thermos. But if I shift right click on that one, you can see scent. So I've got the scents in the corner there. But I've also got 4 more down here. So yeah, I thought that was a good idea because yeah, we were making more combs than we knew what to do with. So yeah, there we go. 20 from that one. That's pretty good. Steel has been working out amazingly. Let's see how much steel we've got. Nearly 1,000 steel already. It's insane. Now, the nice part about steel is the steel combs, they actually give you nuggets. They actually give you a ton of nuggets. Jeez, that is a lot of nuggets right there. That's really good. How much are we going to get from this one? Let's have a look. 8. That's really good. I thought it was like 1 nugget. Jeez, that's a lot. You can see from the copper combs, for example, you get raw copper. So you have to, process them. From emerald, you get actual full-on emeralds, 20% chance. And I think the same is for diamonds. Iron, you get raw iron. So yeah, basically, I've just been chugging away at these basically because they've been a bit of a annoyance because I've been sat here just staring at the bee breeder. I think this causes a bit of lag if you don't do anything with it, if you know what I mean. If you leave the two bees in there and then you go away for a bit, it can cause lag. Because even though they're not doing anything, it just will cause lag. So I'm going to try not to leave bees in here is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's why I was stood here just staring at it between episodes. So that's, I think, almost all I did between episodes. Obviously, I've changed this out to be a red cable. So that's coming in from over here. So red's coming down round this. We don't have a cable coming in from this side anymore. So I think there's like 3 channels off of this one right here. So we might have to change the color on that one, I think, but it's all good. So yeah, and then this is coming over here. It's going into all of these things. I made myself the osmium compressor last episode and I just popped it up there because I thought it would look nice. Bit of decoration. And obviously at the back here, we've got the ME import buses. So there's one on this one and there's one on the matter condenser as well. Good stuff. Another thing that I did between episodes, I thought this was a cool idea. We've got this thing here, which is funny because I must have just used a little bit of, yeah, I'm using some of the glass right now in the system because you can see I'm crafting, wait, it'll probably pop up in a sec. There you go. I'm crafting some bottles and that is probably for the emerald dude out here. Yep. Okay, we'll leave that to it. But yeah, what happens with this? I thought this was quite neat, if I'm honest. If we have a look in here, we've got a redstone upgrade. And what this does is when this is slot 0, by the way, you can see it depends on what slot you have. You can right click it to do different slots. But in this case, when this is full, it will give a redstone signal. Did I change this at some point? I did. That's not how it's supposed to be. You can change this to redstone low by pressing shift. So I'm actually going to make that redstone low. So when this is full up, I think if I do glass, I take a stack out. Okay, this is the wrong way round then. I'm very confused by this. Surely when this is full, maybe it wasn't full when I took those out. Interesting. Okay, that's not working. I always like to show my mistakes, by the way. That's something that I think a few new people to the series are a little confused about. I always show my mistakes. So in this case, this isn't working for some reason. And I wanted to know why. And I don't understand that. This should be giving a redstone signal when this is full up. But instead, I mean, it is giving a redstone signal. So if I set this to be only work when it doesn't have a redstone signal. But if I take stuff out of here, it's still giving out a redstone signal. Is it basically saying if it's empty, don't give a redstone signal? Because that's not what we want. We want it to be if it's full up, do a redstone signal. Which is what it seems to be doing. But if we do take a bunch out of this, it's still going to do the redstone signal. It's weird, isn't it? Okay, well, anyway, doesn't matter. That is so that this would stop. So if I change that to low, this would stop whilst this is giving out a redstone signal. Oh, I get it. I get it, actually. In this case... that's a good idea. Yeah. In this case, if this is empty, so if we use all of the glass in here, it will kick on and make us some new glass. That would work, wouldn't it? So, all good on that front. Anyway, today I was going to get on to making some applied flux because Pravin has been going on about it for so long that I feel like I should do it just for him. So, that's the plan for today. I'm going to make some applied flux. I would also like to start using the wireless, like, charging thingies that we see about the place. I've been told by, like, T that it's probably better if we use those instead of an absolute ton of these ender gates. So that's the plan for today. We're going to get one of those wireless charging things up. I want to put one right here, and then I'm going to take off all of the ender gates and put a wireless charger right there. By wireless charger, I mean these things, these block chargers. So if I was to put this like here, and I have something like putting power into this, it would charge anything in this radius. So that does include all the ones up here. Wait, does it go all the way up? It does. That's perfect. Cool. So, applied flux at Flux. I've already made a 256K ME energy storage component. Now, 1K ME energy storage component. One of these, if you put it in a disk, so like this one right here, this can hold 1,000,000 FE in itself, right? So 256 is 250 million, which is more than our ender gates can carry. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to try and set this up. Only problem is I have found this whilst I was just preparing for the episode. You need to make some of this hardened insulating resin. And to do that, you need everything, including a slime ball and some cactus, which we don't actually have right now. But that's fine because we can make a cactus using the market, which is what we're going to do. Now, immersive engineering. I have got some immersive engineering going right here because I want to make a cloche for the cactus because they've always been quite good. I've always loved cloches. I think a load of people overdo cloches a little bit, if I'm honest. Like, if you're going to do a cloche, I would just do one cloche. Or, you know, if I'm going to do like cactus, I'm only going to make one cloche for the cactus. I'm not going to make 25 or 16, let's say. But I know a load of people love to do like a lot of things, which is fine. It just doesn't really work for servers, in my opinion. So we're just going to do one cloche. Now, funny enough, I actually already got a bucket of creosote from this. So this is the coke oven. If we do coke, there's the coke oven right there. So you need 9 crafts of this because you need 3 per level. So you got 3 here, 3 crafts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you do that 3 times. So you need 9 crafts of it. Hit it with one of the immersive engineering hammers and you get yourself a coke oven. I love this mod. I'm just putting that out there. It's one of those mods that you can either like take it or leave it. Some people don't really like using this mod. But for me, I really like the aesthetic of it. This is my favorite wood in the whole game. The colors of it, just the whole texture, it's just my favorite, I think. I'm really glad it's back in this pack. So we're going to make a garden cloche. I've already made this engineering blueprint right here. So that is copper, aluminium, and iron. Little bit of blue dye and some paper, and you get the engineering blueprint. And you need to use it on one of these engineer workbench, which I've already got bookmarked up here, right? So, come on. Thank you. We need to make some treated. I'll tell you what, before we do anything else, if I grab this out, I wonder if the bug is still in here where it will use the entire tank. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, we've got a stack now. That's pretty good. Oh, I like that. Cool. This generates and puts into this tank here. If you put a mechanism tank on the right here, it will fill up with creosote. So that's pretty good. Lovely. So, right, what am I going to do now? So we need to make this engineer's workbench. So we need a good couple of these sticks. Let's do that. We need a slab. We need a crafting table. So these things, by the way, the engineer's crafting table, they look insane. And they've got a little bit of a storage area. So you can store stuff in it. Very cute. I love these. I will admit. I might actually make a few more of these later on. But for now, let's just make what we need for the episode. And then we'll come back to that. Maybe between episodes. Anyway, there is the engineer's workbench. I'm going to stick it right there. And we need that blueprint, don't we? There it is. So, again, copper, aluminium, and iron. You stick that in this bit over here in the... I'm guessing that's like some vice grips or something. Whatever this thing is. Clamp. There is a word for it. I'm just blanking on what the word is. Anyway, in here, you can do 2 iron plates and 1 copper ingot turn into the iron mechanical component. We also need, what's that? That is glass, paper, and copper to get the incandescent light bulbs. So let's do that. Glass, paper. Okay, just the 1 paper. Let's get like 100. There you go. So slap those 2 in there. And what was the last bit? Was it copper? Yeah, copper ingot. The other one also takes copper ingots. Copper. Now, whilst we're on the kick of immersive engineering, I think... So we're going to quickly grab some incandescent light bulbs. Lovely. I think what we're going to do is we're also going to make the automated plate maker. I think that would be a good idea. Now, as it's a multi-block, I have to remember about this one as well. Is this F3G? It is within a chunk, right? Yeah, perfect. So because we're on multiplayer, we're going to try and keep everything that is like a multi-block. Because technically, this is a multi-block. Technically, the press that we're going to make is also a multi-block. So we're going to try and keep everything within a chunk. You don't want like it to like start here and end here, because that'll be across a chunk border. That can cause some funky stuff to happen, basically. So F3G, let's do that. Let's keep our eye on the prize just for now, and I'm going to quickly chuck that in. We'll get ourselves a iron mechanical component. And there is a garden cloche. Now this thing is flipping cool. I love this thing. So what you do is you feed it some water, you feed it some power, and you give it something to plant on. And you give it a plant and it generates you some stuff. So let's do that. So I don't actually have any cactus, but we were going to buy one, weren't we? So market. So I'm going to pop this dude here. Love that. Don't know why. Let's grab a diamond. And we are going to do cactus. Now, if I remember correctly, we didn't have the option to do this in when I did my single player. So I'm glad that that's in now. So with applied energistics, you can literally... I missed. Pop water in there like that, and it will output water. Eventually. There we go. Put some acceleration cards in there if we need to. Don't think we need to, but yeah, there we go. I'm going to stick this in like this. It's already using all the water. Okay, let's do acceleration cards. I've already got some. That's good. There you go. Full up already. And then we just need, what, an import bus? Import bus. There we go. And I've been trying my hardest to make it look nice. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. There we go. And what I could do later on is I could almost put another thing on here, bring it up and round, and then we can power it from the top. Or we use the wireless. Probably use the wireless, right? Put a wireless in here somewhere. Definitely... Oh, I don't need to use wireless for this, right? Because we're using... Yeah, Super Factory Manager. Now, I did check my Super Factory Managers. So, F3G. This is just within a chunk boundary. So, what we found out recently... I hope that's in a chunk boundary. Wait a minute. It's just within the chunk. Yeah, what we found out recently is if you were to do some Super Factory Manager, this is technically a multi-block. So, again, you don't want it going over the chunk boundary. So, that's what I'm here to PSA for today, let's just say. So, anyway, this, you can see, is growing cactus. We've already got one. There you go. There's a reason why we did that, by the way. Cactus is needed for this stuff. the insulated resin. So there was 100% a reason why we did it. Now, we could put this with some bone meal. And I think that makes it quicker. Don't quote me on that, though. We could also add bone meal to our little doobery down there, which will hopefully put in water and bone meal. I think you can do fluid and items on the same one. But again, I have no idea. That might be the way you do it. Might not be. I tidied up a little bit in here. This is still where my bed is. Oh, we can sleep apparently. So yeah, now we should be able to do insulated. We need 3 of these. No, we can't do it yet because we need that. And we're out of bone meal apparently. How many bones have we got? Not much. We should at some point get a bone or a skeletal bee. I think that's probably a good idea if we get a skeletal bee. Because, well, we're going to need it anyway when we want to do all the modium bees. Unfortunately, I've run out of room a little bit over here. So I might have to go down. If I go down, we can do more stuff with bees. Also, do you like the pile of pollen that I put up here? I'm trying to make it look a little bit aesthetic. If you're enjoying the series and you want to play on your own server, then head on over to Apex Hosting using the link in the description to get your very own server. Don't think there's anything weird that I did with the like applied flux recipes. I literally just @applied flux, or actually I just did @flux. And then to get the charged one, we're just wait. Oh, yeah, it's to get the charged redstone crystal block. You can just do that straight from blocks of redstone. So that's what I did. So I've got this as a recipe. To get the uncharged version, I am doing this recipe right here. That is half a bucket of water. Found that out the hard way for you guys to know. So there it is. It would be good if that like integration worked again. I don't know if that's JEI's fault or like the mod author's fault. Not entirely sure right now, but yeah. I made myself one of these. So this is a 256 ME energy storage. So a 1K energy storage can hold 1 million FE. So it's quite a lot of power storage with just a 1K. And we've got a 256. So that should be 256 million FE. Surely. I think that's how that works. There's this thing called the Flux Assessor. I think that's how you say it. And this is the thing that you use to pull power out of the system. I think you can use like an interface to pull or to push power into the system. I haven't really got to that point yet, have I? So, and allows AE devices to accept or send energy. There you go. So you need to use this on a ME interface. I could do that with the pattern providers then. So can I put one in each of these and it will send power to each of these? Right, in the time that I've just been thinking, we've got ourselves 10 cactus. So can we now make... So the reason that I need cactus, as I said, was we need this hardened insulated rubber. So we can make that stuff. Lovely. That is really good. I also went and made all of the slimes as well, right? Because, yeah, we needed slimes. Look, we could just... And it's gone. And it's gone in here. Where's it gone? It's gone into this one. Love it. Wait for it. Oh, okay, we didn't get one. But, yeah. Maybe we need to put slimes in a drawer as well. Anything that we're, like, automating right there. Who's that up there? That is my salesman. I was like, there's a person up there. What's going on? That is, it's my weather salesman. That scared the absolute heck out of me. Because we're on a server, obviously. So there are people, like, running about all the time. That's funny. Right. What were we doing? Sorry. We were trying to get ourselves one of those. Oh, flipping heck. I've already forgotten. 256. There you go. 256. Oh, I'm already charging it. I didn't think about that. Is that a thing? Can you charge from this? Interesting. That's so stupid. Right. how do we get power into our system now? Look. NeoForge. Stored power. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to try and make some of those induction cards, whatever they're called. Induction card. Right, we can set up the recipe for this. I will go back to Immersive when I've set up a bit of power stuff, because I do feel like we need to do that. It's one of those things. I think Mr. T popped over earlier and was like, it's probably better if you use these wireless. And that's when I was like, well, if we're going to do wireless, we're going to do it with some applied flux, because it will keep Pravin happy. So let's do that. Now, I think this is the thing that you use to get power out of the system. So if I pop that in, it says booting. I don't rightly know if this is going to pull power and put it into this. Device is booting. It did put power into this. Interesting. If we have a look in here, that is pulling power from the system, and it's using this to charge all of these. So now I can actually get rid of all of my ender gates just over here. I did not mean to do that. Obviously, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Okay, good. And we've also got an ender gate on top here. Good stuff. Hey, that's working now then. I like that. Obviously, we need to put power into the system. Like flickering backwards and forwards. Why is it going up and down? That's interesting. Weird. I'm going to put a interface down here, I think. And we're going to use that as well as the ender cell. Right, here we go. I need to set this to sync. I always try and do the sync first because it's right in the middle. And it's kind of a pain to get to. So we're going to set that one first. Take that back on. And then we want to do, let's do thermo next. So control, right click. And then finally, interface. And we can right click on there. There you go. So that should be filling these up with water. That should be pulling the power out and putting into this. If we had that induction card. Induction card. Now, where's my hole? There it is. Let's go over here, and we can take this one off and pop it in there. And there you go. That should be giving us a bunch of power, and it is giving us power. Lovely, lovely stuff. Is that going to keep up with the amount of power that this is going to require, though? Sort of. It looks like it is, right? I don't know about the... Oh, it's always raining on the server. Love it. Right, let's try this as well. That's going to charge up. I think that's hitting all of those. Yeah, just about. It's not hitting that one at the back, though. But that's fine. It's got a gate on it. This is just here for decoration anyway. Good stuff. Right, that's that done then. That's all of these powered using wireless and flux. Or applied flux. Awesome. I could probably do the same over here, if I'm honest. And in fact, I might do that. Because we can stick one right... Actually, we need two, wouldn't we? Need one here and one here. I think for now, we've got two ender gates feeding all the power for over here. I think that's okay. So we're just going to leave that. Right, let's get back to Immersive. Because, as I said, I really like Immersive. I think it's such a neat, like, mod. So we're going to pop up here. It's my little immersive area. So press. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Engineer's manual. So you can open this up and I'm going to look for multi-block construction. And we're going to go for not large construction. The heavy machinery. Why is the metal press under heavy machinery? That's funny. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. There you go. So, we need a heavy engineering block. We need some steel scaffolding. We need conveyor belts, pistons, and redstone engineering block. So, I've forgotten everything I just said. My brain, when it comes to this mod, is just funny. I don't know why it does this, but So we need some of this heavy engineering. So I'm going to bookmark that. We need redstone engineering. Redstone engineering. We need... sorry, I'm going to have to look again. Steel scaffolding, conveyor belts, and a piston. Scaffolding. Which one is it? This one. We need a piston. And conveyor. Conveyor belts. That's the one. Whoa. Oh, okay. I just made that one, did I? Fine. So we can use this recipe here. This one's way better. Don't use the other recipe, because otherwise you'll waste like a bunch. So, yeah, we want to make some steel scaffolding. We want to make one of these redstone engineering blocks, which means we need to make a bunch of this. We can make some iron sheet metal. So that is going to make the redstone engineering block. Perfect. Heavy engineering is a bit different because you need steel. Oh, I made 5. Didn't mean to do that. You need some of these steel machine thingies as well, but they take 2 if you use the other recipe. So just like that, we can stick those in here and get ourselves some steel machine jobbies. And then we also need some electrum. So we take one of these. We got a hammer. We got some silver. Oh, I put it all into... okay, I've already knocked it all down, but that's fine. So gold and silver turn into electrum dust. And we just need to smelt this up. And then that should be everything we need. Nailed it. Done. Good stuff. Right, let's go and build this thing. Oh, we need a piston as well, right? Cool. Right, which way do we want to do it? I'm going to do it this way. Wait. 3G. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So I'm going to put it right next to this thing, and it's going to be... So we need scaffolding, redstone, block, and then scaffolding. So let's do that. We need these conveyors, and you actually point these conveyors in the way that you want them to go. So I want them to go this way. We need a engineering block needs to be right there, and then the piston kind of needs to be pointed down like that. Now, I think that's everything. We just need a hammer. And we just right-click this with a hammer, and that's it. Done. Good stuff. 1, 2, 3, and that is a good way to get plates. That is the wrong engineer's blueprint, isn't it? There you go. That's the engineer's blueprint we want. Done. And you just swap it out just like that. I might end up making a different one of these. Different one of the engineer's workbench. Probably a good idea. Now what you do is you just right click it on like that. Anything you drop here. So let's say we want to make some more steel plates, for example. So I'm going to make, I think it's 3 per. Let's just make like 30. So we chuck them on like that. You'll see. It'll do that. It'll chuck them out onto the end as well, which is good because they come towards me. Love it. Can I put just a chest there? I always forget if it goes in there or not. It does look like it's going in there, right? And then we need like a hopper or something to go into this. It's having a little funny 5 minutes right there because it's getting a little bit of tick lag, but that's fine. It's going to go into there. And you know what we could do that makes this look even better? We can make some crates from Immersive. So we can do that. There you go. I like the look of this. I think it looks good. Maybe we should have done a regular hopper. Nah, it's all good. Right, we're going to call it there, I think. I really like the fact that we got into Applied Flux. It's actually really good by the looks of it. It's weird how it, like, it doesn't instantly recharge something. It waits. That's probably pretty good for the server if I'm not missing my my guess right there. Like this one over here doesn't have full power though, but I think that's to do with the advanced wireless charger more than anything. Yeah, not entirely sure why all of these aren't like full up already, but It's all good. I think next episode, I did say last episode that we would do some mine colonies, and we didn't do any mine colonies today, but I think next episode we will. We need to fill that in right there. Otherwise, I will fall in, knowing me. But yeah, I've also seemed to have started a trend on the server with the boot. I've saw a few people recently that only had one boot on, which is quite funny. I don't know if it's me starting the trend or if like others only found one as well. But if you remember, I've actually got two on. I just hid one. But I like the fact that we got one boot. It makes me giggle every time I see it. Even if we are clipping through a little bit with this new armor. Still looks really cool in my opinion. Yeah. Nice one. So, mine colonies next episode, I hope. We might get distracted, who knows. But fingers crossed we don't. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.